Hi, welcome to the Stuck in It Zombies. I'm Amy, also known as J-Nitma.
I'm Megan, also known as Just Run It. And our co-host here is trying to eat my things. Stop. I don't know if he's on camera or if you can just see cat butt, but he's
Probably can't even barely see
You
his
got the
paws.
sassafras tonight. You got the sassafras. Okay, sorry. And I'm Just Run It. And this is episode 48 of Stalking the Zombies.
48. I'm gonna sneak up and hit start.
Oh goodness, yes. Beep. You heard a beep. Hey, do not eat my yarn.
Somebody has to get kicked off.
Somebody out on the threads had to. Hey, now he's eating my cables. Had to make a comment that he wasn't going after my stuff on air. Darn you and your comments! You jinxed me.
Jinxed.
Yeah. So what's going on with you?
Busy packing boxes.
Strangely enough.
And so I was knitting like the wind, I thought, on these socks to get them done. So I got the second sock done, woohoo, and I'm fixing the first sock. So I'm on the fix of the first sock. You see I'm running out of yarn and I'm not through the toe. And I was like, I'm gonna finish these. This is gonna be faux for this day. And then I get home and I'm like, oh, I should really tape boxes. And then, of course, the kids. I had to bake cookies and peanut butter blossoms. The kind with the chocolate star in the center.
What was that for?
To keep them occupied while Daddy was at volleyball.
You bake goods to keep kids occupied.
Well, they bake with me, right? It's an activity.
Why don't you get away from my stuff over there, buddy? Thank you.
There's a lot of no, put that in the sink. Wash your hands.
Yeah.
Because I want to be able to share the cookies, and I know if I really let them help me bake, then I'm going to have to make them house-only cookies, because there's a lot of, I'm going to stick my fingers in my mouth, and I'm going to go grab the spoon, and then, no, stop.
Do you use egg beaters so they can eat the dough, or do you not care that they eat?
We use applesauce.
That's right, instead of eggs. Yeah. And what, for anybody that's at home that's wondering, is the substitution rate for applesauce to eggs?
Those little snack pack applesauces and the tiny half-barrel things that you pull the zip off, that size is 2 eggs.
Okay.
Makes it really handy because then everything that you need to make eggs is in your pantry, especially if you use vegetable shortening instead of butter.
Good tip.
Yeah, it's another one from my mom. The egg substitute was from my vegan friend, and then the butter substitute was from my mom. Because she likes to keep cookie ingredients on hand, but she doesn't always have butter on hand, but she always has eggs, because chickens, Yes.
I was just telling Amy before we began recording that my daughter lost her third tooth at her first top one.
Oh my.
Yes, and it's not the one that she injured as an infant by trying to bite the bathtub. That's kind of a little discolored, so we're hoping that the other one falls out shortly. We decided not to have them do cosmetic things to the baby tooth that got injured in the freak bathtub biting incident. But yeah, she asked me whether or not the tooth fairy was real, and I got to answer the standard, do you still believe? And as long as you believe the tooth fairy is real. So yeah, I was kind of channeling my inner, who was just talking about it, the Fat Squirrel Speaks, was saying that her daughter had lost a tooth. She had just sat there and wiggled it and wiggled it and wiggled it, right? And today was picture day at school, and so I'm like, did the tooth fall out before or after the picture? After the picture, Mom.
Oh, I wanted it to be before. Justin already had his pictures, and he has 2 loose teeth, one on the bottom and one on the top. And I'm like, what if it falls out before? Because then we can have the permanent proof of his, like...
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
sure.
know.
I took a picture of her tonight.
Well, yeah, and I could take... Yeah. I was just thinking, like, oh, if the, for the ages... I don't know. We don't have any other photo ops coming up.
Yeah, and I can't remember if I shared the last time that Ellie lost a tooth, that we had forgotten to put money out. Did I share that?
I don't know.
I know I probably shared it with you,
Yes.
but and so I woke up in a blur, and Jeremy was distracting her, and I grabbed what I thought was $2 out of my wallet, and it was a 10 and a 1.
$11.
Yeah, that was exactly what Ellie said. Wow, Mom. So hopefully she doesn't remember that and isn't disappointed when the tooth fairy actually leaves her the right amount tomorrow. So, yes.
That is definitely something I've seen on a sitcom before.
Yeah. I felt very sitcom-ish. It was like, don't. If only I'd gotten my eyes LASIK'd so I could see when I was right out of bed. Thoughts that you have when something goes awry. If only I'd had my eyes LASIK'd. So, you have any FOs?
No. I'm gonna call, let's see, shipped some packages and...
Yeah. Yep.
And published a pattern.
Yeah.
That's my FO.
So, yeah, we're going to kind of call an audible on a lot of things.
Yes.
We're due for a dis or dat this week, and we kind of made the decision that with some upcoming, and don't feel bad. I know you're going, oh man, that's something I could win. We have a lot of giveaways coming up in October, so much so that Amy had the genius idea that we're going to, at the end of October, our birthday giveaways, we're going to just have a separate altogether video. So like you can watch it. If you're not interested, you didn't sign up, you don't have to watch it at all. And then, yeah, so we've got a lot of upcoming giveaways. So the dis or dat's kind of on hold for now. Probably start it back up in November, but do not dismay, it is coming back. What else were we going to say? We've had people say that they're very disappointed that they weren't able to get a birthday kit, and we're very sorry that we weren't able to do it for everyone. Both of our husbands were kind of like, well, why wouldn't you let just as many as wanted it signed up? And now I think they're seeing the amount of work that's going into them. Like, God, that took you for forever. Yeah, honey, we're doing it 100 times. So we apologize that not everybody can be involved, but rest assured we're not announcing anything right now, but we are going to have non-kit birthday fun. So do not despair, do not dismay. We do have you in mind if you were not able to get a kit. In fact, because none of the waitlisters got in, we're going to do a special promotion with the waitlisters, so that thread has been locked down. And the 58, no, we decided 56.
Yeah, 56, because France A was one of the people who
and
got drawn
I was
off
one of the names as well, because I was the first there. And then I think I also posted when I did the random for her, the picture of the random.org. So we're going to be messaging you, PMing you here by the end of the week with a special little opportunity for you to get at our patterns before they're available to the general public. And was there any other birthday related stuff? You would have gotten an email from me. All of the international packages went out, which was a great deal of fun at the post office and putting them together. And then domestic ones are going out this week at some point, maybe sooner, maybe later, but definitely starting by Friday. And what else? That was a big sigh.
Take a breath.
Take a breath. I can't think of anything else.
I can't either with the birthday and whatnot. We do have a couple shout outs. So I'd like to thank Annette. She gave me my first podcast birthday present.
Yeah, me too. Thank you, Annette.
And we really appreciate that. That's just, I don't know, really makes our day when we get those nice letters. I think I've gotten a few of them recently, you know, where it's just really nice things to say about what we're doing and
appreciate our time and our, what we do.
Definitely. And we got sent some goodies in the mail from Helen and Peter of the newly launched Knitting 365 podcast.
Yes, thank you so much, Peter and Helen.
Yes, Helen's the only one on camera. I watched it. Why is there only one person on camera?
Come on, Peter.
Come on, Peter. He's just apparently shy.
Okay.
Because I can kind of tell that she's looking at somebody off camera.
Yeah.
But, anywho, so we were gifted stitch markers that they made for breast cancer awareness. One for me, one for Megan, and one for you. Yay. So we are going to post a thread and give these away. And I thought, in the spirit of awareness, I have an ovarian cancer awareness kit from the people who make Trekking XXL. Mm-hmm. And I would put that in the drawing as well, so there'll be a yarn kit given away and stitch markers given away. And these bad boys came all the way from the Netherlands. Mm-hmm. And so, very special. Let's see how many are in here. 5? At least 5. Maybe 6. No, 5. Quick double count. And they're all very cute. They have awareness ribbons and little made with love and created for you. I don't know, just very cute. And that's it. Annette, thank you for my pattern.
Likewise, Annette, thank you very much.
And thanks to the, oh, I just realized mine has a spinning wheel and yours doesn't.
Haha.
Very personalized. Thank you. Cute. Anyway, thank you very much, and that would be our shout-out. I did get a chance to watch their video cast. It just launched today, I think today, and maybe yesterday, but very October. And it's only October 2nd, so,
well, their time, their Monday is different than our Monday and whatever. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Time zones.
So it was really interesting for the first time. I mean, it was kind of interesting having one person off camera, because she was talking about his projects and holding them up even though he wasn't there. And maybe Darren and Amy, or Amy was like that before Darren joined her, but I've only been watching Knitting in Circles since Darren has been there, so I don't remember what it was like before. But yeah, her little thing at the front said that she joined in because she felt like the podcasting community interacted with each other and she wanted to be a part of it. So she was going to make her own podcast and get out there. And of course they make the lovely stitch markers. Mm-hmm. So I don't think they have a shop.
She's crafty in that way, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, no, they didn't. Yeah, they didn't mention a shop in their notes. So it's definitely, just their wonderful hard work, a little something that they wanted to do for breast cancer awareness, and we greatly appreciate it, and we will definitely pass it along this month in the breast cancer awareness month.
Mm-hmm. I feel like my cat is eating something over there. The other one. Maybe he's just playing with things.
If your box is chewed on,
it's loved by Chasimus.
A cat bit it. We're sorry.
What are you doing, Chaz? Anyway, this is again very great podcastery.
Yeah, so professional.
It is. Well, when your cats are chewing on things, it's very disconcerting.
Live from the studio.
Yeah. In front of the live studio audience. Live cat audience is more like it. So you talked briefly about your socks. And
Yeah.
why did they require, remind me again?
I knit them too short.
Okay.
You know how you measure and it's the same, and you measure and it's the same, and you measure and it's the same, and you're like,
I had to have made some progress.
exactly, I've knit like 20 rows. Why isn't it the right, so basically I'd measured it and thought it was at the right number, finally, and so I just made the toe, moved on, and then had my husband try them on, and he went, they're a bit snug, and then I measured them again and went, oh yeah, because they're like at least a half an inch too small. And and that's already accounting for the negative ease, so it's like,
Yeah.
we will reknit these toes just for you.
Which is what you can do when you knit them when you're a cuffy, right?
Yes. There's probably a way to do it as a toad as well, but
it sounds like steeking may be involved. You wouldn't have to cut the yarn?
just pick up the other loops, because they up or down it still makes loops, so you just would pick up the one loops, and then it would change
if
direction.
you did a magic cast on, you'd have to cut it, right?
Oh, well, yeah, I had to do that with mine.
Oh,
Because I Kitchenered it.
oh, okay, got it. Check.
I Kitchenered and I wove in the ends. Like, I was so confident.
This is gonna work perfectly.
Yes, and they are done and done.
Done, done, done.
I don't know the last time I wove in ends before the second sock was started. I don't know, but apparently it was
That
destined.
is crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
It was destined to be one of those things. I'm gonna have to cut this, and yeah, great. But they're almost done, and I am glad that they're going to him, because they're very, as much as I like the yarn, they are a very manly sock, and I'd feel like it was a waste to have manly socks that could have fit my husband and just give them to myself.
Yeah.
Like, it was a bright crazy color, and I'd be like, yes, I'm keeping these for me, and I'll make a different pair for my friend,
Yeah.
But these are well suited for a dude.
Dude socks.
Very dude socks.
Dude. Hey, dude. Did you ever watch that on Nickelodeon?
No, I was just thinking of the dude.
Yeah, me too. He was where my mind first went to, and then I was like, oh, yeah, do I want to quote the Big Lebowski?
No, just dude. You could also be like quoting Point Blank or Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Or Zombie Dude.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, we didn't talk about KALs that were going on.
Oh, yes, we have officially started the Weeb KEL.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Yay, Weeby!
And as part of that, we are giving away one of our zombie birthday kits.
For those of you who didn't get one.
So, get out there and weeb away.
Did you
Weeb
say
away,
a weeb away?
Weeb away in the jungle. I wasn't gonna go there.
Did you say you could weeb away and get multiple entries, or?
No, for the kits. So this is gonna be, I'm making it complicated. For the kits, you can only get one entry. So one post per FO, or not per FO, but one post per person. Your post can have multiple FOs in it, and I will be doing something separate, something different for that. And again, it's, my apologies if that sounds complicated, but I think a lot of people with those stash downs and different ones, they have gotten used to going in and editing their posts and adding more pictures as they go along. So, if you're interested in making more than one, I'm saying you will be rewarded for a chance to win other things if you post multiple pictures of Weebs FOs for October.
Okie dokie, artichoke.
Did that confuse you?
No, I understood.
Okay.
I understood.
Because, yeah.
But I am often used to understanding what you are saying.
Okay.
We operate on a different wavelength.
If it seems confusing and you're planning on making more than one and you have questions, you can ask me. Basically, to get the really big, awesome sauce prizes, 1 entry per person. That's all. Multiple postings will be edited, moved, and deleted. So like if you put 2 pictures in 2 different posts, I'll probably move your picture from your second post to your first post and delete the second post as part of being the moderator. But
she's drunk on her moderator power.
I know. It's kind of nice. And then hopefully it'll make more sense at the end of the month when I tell you what my plans are, but they're kind of a minor surprise. There will be 2 kits. One is our birthday kit. Woohoo! That's the mega prize. There's a moderate prize. It's kind of like me putting together a little swap package for you, but a small scale swap package. I have a few themed goodies and stuff that I've been collecting, and that's going to be the second prize. So it's going to be like a little mini swap type thing, or kit, if you will. And then there will be another available prize for folks that do multiples.
Okay. We also have the abalone KL
Yes.
going on. Prizes yet to be announced on that, but we'll get it figured out. Probably something from your stash and something from my stash, and possibly other things. There's wonderful FOs out there that look fantastic. People are definitely taking what I would consider a silhouette and filling in, like stripes or crazy yarns, or running out of yarn on the edging and doing a stripe just on the edging. Lots of variations on a theme. It's very fun to see, to watch, spectate. I'm doing the Adiz KAL after I get done with the Joji Locatelli KAL. I'm also doing the Weeb KAL. I'm going to make a fatty Weeb. Big old guy, worsted held double. And that's all that's fit to say about KALs, right? Did you have any more works in progress that you cared to speak about?
No.
I was like, let's just wrap this up so we can get to packing.
No, here, I have started my Sock the Vote sock. And here's my yarn. And if you care to peruse the Sock the Vote, you can see a work in progress shot, but it's going to stay off camera as much as possible.
Okay. Good to know. There's reasoning behind that.
Yeah, there is. Just
very bright, brilliant colors.
Yes, and it's got 1 green stripe. And I also think like if the red was replaced with black, it'd be super Halloween-y.
But yeah.
Super cute.
Yes. I like it. It was somebody's Christmas present from somebody else who has lots of Vesper in her stash. Who could that be?
It's very cute.
All right, I'm gonna get to where I can set this down. It probably can be just about anywhere. I don't know that I'm liking the way that this is getting out. A lot of work for not very much bang for my buck. I have a work in progress. This is I guess I could take this off and put it on. It looks better on. Off it looks kind of like a hodgepodge.
Lace on that.
Sorry, that's my getting undressed music. Do you have the soundtrack in your head when you get undressed?
No.
Not. Oh, lost a max. So my sleeves are still yet to be knit, but they're on my.
Are you liking the turtleneck?
Yeah.
Okay.
I could always rip it back if I didn't like it. It's just garter stitch.
I just meant like,
Yeah, it might stretch up a little bit. I bound it off really loosely in the hopes that it would be, maybe it's standing up a little bit more than, I don't know, I haven't really tried it on in front of a mirror. Other than this part. I just did the neck today.
Okay.
I was a little concerned about the length because I got to here and it was too short. And then you have to stop at a certain place in the patterning. And so I was like, oh, this is getting really long. But it sits at a nice level. I mean, it's going to stretch a little bit, but when I wear it. But
you could have done a half one, right?
Yeah.
Or no?
I don't know. It still would have been a little, I don't know. I like it the way it is.
Okay.
I like it just the way it is. Just like Bridget Jones. I like you just as you are. And this is out of Madelinetosh DK Twist. And wonderful to work with. Not noticing where I did the little cheater, didn't switch every other row as much as I thought I was at the beginning.
Good.
Just because it's so highly variegated. It goes from blues to grays. And I've got quite a bit left in the, I've got a whole ball and another majority of a ball. And this is for the 12 sweaters in 2012. Okay, yeah.
Yay.
Yes. I put out on Plurt today that it looks like an Escher piece of art. Where, you know, the hand's drawing the hand. It's like, well, oh, there they crossed there. Oh, no, that's actually crossed part of that one. Oh, no, part of that one. So, I'm enjoying that. I really get addicted to the lace on things. Like, I want to get to a point in the pattern where I can remember.
Mm-hmm.
And so that motivates me to get through lace pretty quickly. And this is my Eskimo. I can talk about a previous FO. It's a drops pattern, and I did it out of Knit Picks bulky yarn. I added these pummels. I love adding things that make it more functional for me. What else do I got going on? This could kind of count as enablings and acquisitions as well. I got my Sock the Vote kit, and hopefully if you haven't already gotten it, you've looked at pictures and I didn't just ruin anything for you. But I am a toad, so I voted the party line, and much like people that go into the ballot box and just vote their party line, I was completely clueless. Like, I had no idea what the swatch looked like. I wanted to be part of the toad party because that's primarily how I knit my socks. So I ordered that kit, and I'm not gonna lie, when I first got it, I was like, I don't know if I like that yarn. Mm-hmm. And that's what you get for just, voting on the party line and not whatever. And it's really soft. I believe I texted you that. I was like, really not in love with the yarn, It's amazing that Mel sewed all of these. How many people can say they have probably 100 now, but a bag sewn by a one-armed lady, or, single-handed knitter. I
don't know why that struck me so funny. Well, like 100.
Yeah, 100 people could say it, but I liked the bag. I liked that the colorway reflected the colors in the bag, but I was like, and the skein. So then I balled it up, and I really liked it in the ball. Like, it was much more appealing to me in the ball. And now in the sock, it's even more appealing. So again, very soft. This is the Space Cadet.
I guess I haven't touched it yet. I should grab
Creations. This is her fingering weight Aurora base, and it is 70% merino, 20% cashmere, 10% nylon. So it's got about 80-10-10 MCN. This says double the cashmere. So yeah, Island Twilight Toad, the toe up party is the colorway. And I am knitting the Aquaphobia socks. And it was funny, I took my toe picture that you have to take for Sock the Vote against this black and white black and white pattern, and it looked like I had done like a visual effect where, you know, like you can make one thing colored and the rest of the photo black and white, and I was like, oh, that looks cool. But yeah, the courtship was kind of long on that yarn. I couldn't say that it was really love at first sight, and maybe not even second sight, but I like it now.
I'm almost agreeing with you on the pattern.
Yeah, it's got slip stitches,
She
which
just
showed
started
up
it.
really well on here. This is a free pattern, by the way, by domesticatedhuman.com. Domesticatedhuman.com. It doesn't have a person's actual name. Just has the, and it's really cool in the picture, but I don't know, this must not be a variegated enough pattern to really make it pop.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably should give it an inch before I rip. Yeah, before we rip.
But yep, so this is my sock vote. I would say that it almost reminds me of the colorway now, and I think why I've since fallen in love with this, it has wooed me, is it's kind of like in, why can't I think of it, with Tim Gund.
Oh,
Project Runway,
yeah.
where it's inevitably when they go to the Maybelline or whatever makeup room. Is it Maybelline?
No.
What is
L'Oreal.
L'Oreal, sorry. Oh goodness. The L'Oreal makeup room. Every episode, one of the designers asks for a smoky eye or like a charcoal, whatever. And it's that smokiness. Like, so there's really bright pinky colors in here, and then there's the bright pinky color with the charcoal smoky eye. And so I'm really liking it. So Space Cadet Creations, maybe not in the skein as appealing as other yarns that I've had, but once you get it out of that skein, whew.
Yeah, it's like the L'Oreal makeup room and the Lord & Taylor accessory wall.
Yes.
They paid a lot of money to be those things.
Well, you watched, what was it? I notice all the time now, like the advertising in things. But you watched the one with Matthew Boomer, however you say his last name.
Oh, yeah.
They always had a Ford car commercial. Like,
oh
yeah, and now I'm backing into this spot, and it's so easy because the Ford car has the rear backup like spots in the...
Right. The first one that I noticed that really ticked me off was Bones. Like, Angela drives a minivan because it holds all of her big canvases for her artwork.
Yeah.
And why is Angela driving Bones to wherever the heck they're going?
Nobody knows.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure it was part of the story, but we don't need you to say, so you got a new car. I didn't picture you as a minivan girl. You know, It was so painful. Like old style commercials where it's like, we have your time, so we're going to hit you over the head with it.
Because those commercials that you skip through with TiVo now, your DVR, now you got to actually watch the show. And
I actually appreciate those commercials that are a vignette. You know, like, the other day one came up and it was just a bunch of people laughing. And I loved it even before they got to the end and said it was a Volkswagen commercial. Because I was like, I love this commercial. And it's like, I drive a Volkswagen. So I'm like, and it's a Volkswagen commercial.
Yeah.
Because it was like baby to old people. Like, and it starts at babies laughing. And they grow up, kids laughing, adults laughing. Middle-aged people laughing, old people laughing, and it's just a succession of laughs. No cars in the commercial, no nothing. Made me smile. And then they put the little logo up, and I'm like, I love it. I don't know. I still get to watch regular commercials. I just hate when they interrupt my programming to hit me over the head with this spacious, it's always cars, it seems like.
Yeah.
I don't think... Although there are people who are constantly, like, I've noticed, like, oh, they always eat this candy. Like,
We were noticing
Yeah.
in Grimm that they were totally hitting us over the head with everything Portland because it's supposed to be in Portland. So they had the MLS team, they had the beer that was brewed there.
Rogue.
Yeah, Rogue. Did you watch this last week's episode?
Well,
Is that
it's been in previous.
Ah, okay.
Rogue has been in the background of a lot of Grimm.
Yeah. Anyway.
Not quite as prominent as it was in the last episode, but
Yeah.
because he like went to a bar.
Yeah.
But definitely you're like, oh, there's signage, and that was probably placed there instead of like just being there as part of the Portland background.
Yeah.
Anyway. But yeah.
Why can't I think of the Matthew Bomber show?
It's White Collar.
White Collar. There we go.
It's like the Hottie McHottie show.
Did I watch for him? So
It's Tiffany Amber Thiessen's show too.
Oh yes, yes. Is she still Tiffany Amber Thiessen?
I don't know.
Okay.
I
I think she might just be Tiffany Thiessen.
Oh, Tiffany.
She's
Thiessen.
grown up. She does not have a middle name that needs to be displayed.
I like that show. It's
I do too.
Super cute. And I love to see Mozzie.
Oh yeah, I love Mozzie as well. He
'Cause
was in
he had great
Sex
character
and the
actor.
City, right?
Yeah, yeah, great character actor. It's good to see him whenever
Yes.
he pops up.
Pop pop. I guess that's coming out here too. Community.
Yes, somebody nicely brought that up in our last thread.
Mm-hmm.
Told us when it was coming back.
All right, that's all I got.
Acquisitions?
Two whips is, you go ahead. 2 whips is my max.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna rip this.
So I acquired some yarn, and I don't know if it fell out of my bag. Blah blah blah. I bought it at a local yarn store. Go figure. But I will. I did bring this. So
You brought something?
We'll see if my brain can hold on. It's getting late. So I got the new Deli-Q interchangeables because I got to see it in person. So this is just the bag. I already had the interchangeables. But just the way the new pockets are laid out.
Tagged.
And tagged. And I don't know why. I've been looking at different ones all over, and I just haven't been happy with what I've seen so far. But when I got to see this in person and play with it a little bit, and I was supporting my local LYS, and there were just several reasons. So I just went ahead and picked it up. I like it. It's the new style of the Deli-Q interchangeable bag. And I had the old one before, so maybe I'm just a creature of habit, like, oh, it's Deli-Q, and I like the old one, and they redesigned it to fix some of the little annoying things that I noticed. One thing I do miss is that I used to keep my other needles that were fixed circulars in the other pockets that used to be in the bag, and now I can't do that anymore. But that's okay. I found them a new home. You remember I got a little Bacon Fairy pouch?
Do?
So that's where my spare needles are. They're hanging out with Bacon Fairy.
Cool.
And I got and in case you don't want to be spoiled, I just got this yesterday. It is my Cloud Lover shipment for September. September?
That would have been last month.
Well, I just got it late. So maybe nobody's being spoiled by this. It's Dead Meadow. Gosh, that describes it so well.
Mm-hmm.
Dead Meadow in Rambouillet. I'm excited about the base. I haven't spun Rambouillet before. I heard it's really, what is it, French Merino? Somebody was saying that. I don't watch too many podcasts. Scanning.
The
It was probably
the yarn of the.
Okay, could have been them. Or Amy Beth.
Yeah, she talks about.
Some of those. So, I am not a huge fan of these colors. It's not something I would have picked out. It's a lot of brown and green and yellow.
My husband wants brown socks.
Well, it's no superwash. We're not gonna be spinning Rambouillet socks. But I will say though that my family are hunters, And I think that this will kind of make some neat camo gloves, mittens, something, right? Hat, something will be really cool out of this. So I'll just spin it up and see what happens. Hopefully I have enough for a hat.
Yeah.
And so again, not gonna destash it. I wanna spin it for sure, and I think that somebody in my family will appreciate these colors. Just not mine. And that's it. 2 things. And I had yarn, but I forgot it.
Could you
I
give us a
did
teaser?
stash it though.
Ooh.
I bought some 3 Irish Girls at the local yarn shop in their Shop Hop colorway. So it was the colorway that's supposed to be exclusive to them for that Shop Hop. The colorway was called Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Did we miss a Shop Hop?
I remember we had a reason.
Oh.
Were we in SSK?
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
I just remember we had a reason. It was the southern Minnesota Shop Hop, and it was wide. You know, you'd be spending most of your day in the car. The Minneapolis one, you short trips and you're in a yarn shop most of the day. But this one was more like 1 hour, 1.5 hours between shops.
Yeah.
So you know, it seemed like a hard one to get done. And so you might get a couple of them done in a couple days. I don't know. It did, you know, it was like Cannon Falls, Rochester, and Winona, maybe? Or, yeah. Where's Yarnology?
I think it's
Winona. So, and then there might have been, you know, there was probably a lot of other shops in the hop, but I just remember those 3 being in our the most in our area, and they were all like, okay, it's an hour to Yarnology and it's a 45 minutes to the one in Cannon Falls. So it would be quite the day of driving.
Yeah, that does sound like quite the day.
But anywho, she still had that yarn in the shop, and I had a coupon. So I bought
sucker for coupons. All right.
Yeah.
I
saved
picked
$5.
Picked up those stitches, so I'm now back to just the toe. I have multiple yarns still coming, but I've got the...
Perfect. I want that purple.
You can't have it. It's mine. So I got the sock and toe kit in Dancing Dog Dye Works in the Stocking Zombies and
Michelle.
Purple Mini.
Okay.
Colorway.
Just says purple.
Purple Mini.
Purple Mini.
Stocking Zombies and Purple Mini.
Okay.
I think it will be a fabulous sock. So excited about having a purple toe and a purple heel.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in that purple. Now that I know that Amy wants it so badly. And be like, look at my toe and heel. Don't you covet it?
Wow, and the sock to me seems so much different than mine. Just the way that it came out.
Mm-hmm.
Seems so much different than the Waltz worsted. Love this purple. Now, I wouldn't want an entire garment out of it, but yeah, just a plain old pair of socks.
And that purple?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that this isn't a self-striping, right? It's just a variegated?
No, it should be just a variegated. She made a bunch of Halloween. Yeah. If you covet these and you really want to get in on them, you need to just become a member of her wonderfully supportive and amazing group. That's where they will start to announce the updates, and she might have little special things for her group members. But they are a very loyal and wonderfully supportive group, so, you know, be nice, because they will kick you out, pretty sure. No, they're very nice, they're very awesome. So
the moo card with the...
Oh yeah,
stitch marker.
Your candy must be gone.
I didn't know there was candy in there.
Oh yeah, there was. I was gonna say, I got candy.
Kids ate it.
Okay.
Not I said the fly. But yes, it says Stocking Zombies on it, so you know I'm gonna love it. Plus it's got this green.
Yeah, that chartreuse is your favorite.
Yeah. Oh, So yes, thank you so much, Willie Love, Michelle. That is fantastic. Money well spent. I think we've mentioned multiple times on this podcast that her yarn is very, very, very reasonable for what you get. Don't think you can get a sock and heel kit for the price that I got this at. No podcaster discount included. It was just what anybody could get it at. So.
Yep, straight up.
Straight up.
And so again, I agree on the worsted kits as well. It's just a really good price. And those people who did get the weave kits, I'm excited to see those knit up. I did skein mine, or
I don't think I have enough to make a fatty weave out of them, but
yeah,
I don't know.
No,
did it take half?
It's hard to say.
Okay, sorry. There I go, putting her on the spot again.
Like the one that I knit for the pictures had already been used for something else, and I don't weigh my balls after every project.
Amy doesn't weigh her balls, but So I love our craft. I mean, how many other crafts do you know that you get to say things like, I don't weigh my balls?
And giggle.
And talk about hoes. And oh God, just such a fun group.
Yeah.
So that's my my acquisitions. And I guess we're not really all that short on time. I was going to say, in the past when we've been short on time, I have gotten comments that would have been an ideal time to do book reviews, and I wanted to briefly mention, if you're looking for a podcast where there's a great deal of book reviews, this probably isn't the podcast for you. Not to say that, like, if we're still doing this a couple of years down the road, that we wouldn't be doing book reviews then, but Amy and I aren't really big book buyers. Like, I buy most of my patterns online through Ravelry, the specific pattern that I want. I think the last book that I bought was Coastal Knits, which just had its 1 year, and is now going digital. I may have bought another one. I was buying magazines there for a while. But anyway, that's just not who we are. And so we could do those things to make certain people happy, to like reviewing books and whatever, but ultimately, like, our dis or dats and the things that we are into are going to be what are going to be reoccurring and our focus. I know you mentioned that you were thinking about buying the Malabrigo 4 book.
Yep.
So, I mean, if something like that happens, then we'll do a book review, right? But otherwise, we're not going to go out there and make ourselves. Nobody's sending us books. So we're not going to go out of our way to do something we wouldn't normally do to review books.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, if a book publisher is watching and they want to send us books, I'm sure Megan would have lots of things to say about them.
I did own a magazine once where I knit 2 garments out of it. So,
but I I noticed that I have purchased quite a few ebooks recently, but they don't lend themselves to reviewing, and I haven't gotten to where my ebooks that I've been buying are the ones where it's like pre-ordering all the future patterns from that book. So I bought the ebook, but I only have 2 of the 6 patterns that are supposed to be in the ebook, because it's just the way the designer decides to do it. And I like that designer so much that I trust that seeing the first 2 patterns in the preview, that I'm going to like all the rest of them that she's going to publish after that. And she's got it priced that if you like 2, you pretty much are covered. For all the rest of them are just kind of gravy,
Yep.
The cherry on top. So, gravy and cherries. Oh.
Yeah, doesn't that sound delightful? Way to end it on a
mixing
good note.
My metaphors.
But yeah, so we have the KLs going on. We've got, next week is going to be a big announcement week as far as the giveaways and the birthday celebration stuff. So stay tuned next week for that. And thanks for watching.
Yes, thank you so much. And Hopefully all of this chaos will be under control and we'll be able to get more
Just
knitting
sit back,
done.
yeah, sit back, enjoying things that all of our hard work, hopefully.
I mean, we had to have noticed that you kind of slowed down a bit too this week as far as, getting things done.
Yeah, I mean, normally I don't know. There's no normal, really. I mean,
No, but you would think that sweater would have been done by now, or at least further along.
so many
Okay.
expectations.
I had to give her a hard time. She's been putting in so much hard work on these packages. It's unbelievable.
So, and you as well. But yes, so hopefully we get back to at least status quo on what we're working on that isn't stuff off. Well, it's always off camera, but things that we have to keep off camera. I can't wait until the episode where we can show, maybe that'll be next week, where we can show the things that we've test knit for each other. It's like, or the thing, our prototypes.
Oh, yes.
This is like, look at the FOs! I've got all of these that you
That's
didn't
true.
get to see, and now I can show you.
That's true. I do have 2 things hanging out at home waiting for me. And
Yeah.
that would be nice.
Yeah, it would be nice, wouldn't it?
Could have a little party.
Yeah,
And they could all dance.
a little FO party. Do 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 do.
I think we should be done.
I think we should. I could probably hack that off at the end if you want me to.
Now we gotta say goodbye.
Okay.
Bye!
Bye, Ufta.